spawning in the bottom left-hand corner. Our green Protoss, currently teamless, absolute stellar build on that map. It is Blysk.
And his opponent, the Tilzerg from Seed Gaming, it is Mighty Another option that I hadn't really thought of, maybe you just get a bunch of queens and transfuse, because of course Immortal's not that quick at taking out queens. And maybe if you've just got like enough, I don't know, roaches or something, roach queen?
I don't know, I think they do die pretty quickly to Immortals, the old queens. Especially,
okay.
I mean, like, the transfuses are there, but they do chunk queens pretty hard.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you have a look at the units you've got at that stage of the game. You've got lings, roaches, kind of hydras, and queens. It's basically roachling queen with spine is how you've got to kind of look at holding that build. So I think queens, maybe 5 or 6 queens with a few roaches. I don't know, like, because it's got 3 immortals, that push. And 3 immortals one-shot a roach, so...
But there is a lot of minerals in the early game going into those queens, as well as like throwing down spores and then having the units to back it up. So I mean, especially with a timing like that. There was a game, I believe Betrayus held something similar. I think Venner actually linked the video in chat.
Oh man, you're doing your research.
I can't remember how he held it. I did see it. Venner could help me out there, I guess. Oh yeah, there it goes. He doesn't think lings are helpful at all, just build queens. There you go.
Oh, are you getting all this out the chat? Here I was thinking we're having an honest conversation.
No, I have seen a game where Petrus has held it. I have seen a game where Petrus. I think it was actually Fenner's video I watched. And he's already linked in the chat.
Let's go into this game. It's extremely mirrored of last game. We've got the Nexus. Well, not really, because we've got Nexus before Gate here. So a Nexus first into Gateway from Blysk, and a hatch first into Gas and Pool from MightyKiwi.
Alright, yeah, so, just... MightyKiwi he just likes this build. It's very standard for him. I guess it makes him feel comfortable in this matchup. Especially when you can just stick to a build in the early game, it doesn't really hurt you too much. And yeah, it's just comfortable.
Well, it's more the fact, this to me seems very ladder-esque. His build is that, you know, as long as he plays well, he can kind of beat everything, but he's not gaining specific advantages against specific builds. It's just kind of a one build that I can, you know, I can change on the fly to suit what my opponent is doing. Like very reactionary, very, you know, like I said earlier, he relies on, you know, having better mechanics, setting up, you know, a flank and stuff. And just winning through that. So a safe build that always gets him to the 6.5 minute mark is exactly what MightyKiwi wants.
Yep.
So maybe that's just all he's trying to achieve here. You know, I can imagine as a Zerg losing all the time to gateway pressures early from stupid little DT and Stargate builds must be frustrating.
Yep. Alright, so what is Blysk up to? He got 2 gases pretty quickly. Oh, he got both gases at the same time, I should say, and he went 3 and 3 in either. And a Forge is coming down at the front of the base there that does get seen by the wing as it ran past there. Not sure if he clicked on it, but I mean, he can assume it's either going to be a gateway or Forge at the front there anyway.
Yep.
Alright, so yeah, he's going to get his third base of his own. He's just getting started over there at that third base location. This Overlord is probably going to get picked off as, yeah, it's going to go down for sure. And that's actually a supply block. MightyKiwi for just a second there. We will need to make another Overlord pretty soon.
And I think we're going to see a fast third again from Blysk here. I say again, it hasn't actually happened yet, I don't think, but in the previous series on this map, Blysk went for, it was around about a 7.5 minute third base, probably up to about 8 minute third base, and then he hit this big 3 base timing. And I'm kind of expecting him to do the same thing here. I mean, Pez also showed some very solid macro play based off an early third. And that's also what I'd consider, you know, kind of a go-to opener. And it looks like, yep, we're going to see the probe go over here. Oh, he's just going to go straight for the Nexus. So 650 Nexus, very early.
Yep.
But, you know, he can get away with it.
Yeah, I mean, there's really no aggression coming out here from MightyKiwi. He's still just droning and droning right now. The lair on the way, he's actually going up in gases. And yeah, I mean, he hasn't really made any units. He's got a couple of lings out just controlling the watchtowers, but that's about it.
Yep. And so you can see MightyKiwi doing what he loves best. He's got the roach roaring down. He's super safe. He's getting some more gases. I think this is... what's happening? Oh, the train's going back. Sorry. I think this is just a really good play by him. I mean, you could peg him for doing the same build every game, the same opener. But you know, he did the 6 pull in, and this is just a super good opener.
Yeah, and he's going into Spire.
Spire.
Yeah.
Straight mutas, I mean.
Yeah. There's no problem going mutas. I mean, we've seen him be successful with them in the past, especially on Frost. Yes. And I mean, he will have to gas a decent amount of gas when the Spire does complete. But I mean, it'll come down to Blysk spotting this if he sends a hallucinated Phoenix in.
Well, yeah, the key difference is that how MightyKiwi has previously used mutas is that he's first traded with Roach Hydra.
Yep.
So he's traded all of his units with all the Protoss units. And you know, 200 supply against 150 supply. Sure, he's trading ineffectively, but then he's making 25 to 30 meters and just wiping the Protoss, which again is pretty standard. You know, it's play. Whoa, wants to get out of there.
Yeah,
but this game he's just going straight for the mutas. So that's a key difference. We'll obviously have to see how that goes. Now, has Blysk scouted it yet? No. He's only... Oh, that's actually a probe.
Yeah, I thought that was a Phoenix sneaking around the side as well. But he's actually going to take down the rocks here between his bases and the gold right now. So he might be planning to get that. And there's actually a proxy pylon at that third base too. At that gold.
Gold, yep. He's definitely got the proxies already down. And I think we're going to see a big 3-base timing again with